And we welcome you inside Wildcat Arena on the campus of Wheeler High School. It is day 2 of the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Barry Browner joins me. I'm Joel Hilsman. Our first matchup today, Barry, the Meadowcreek Mustangs out of Georgia, Norcross, Georgia, and Paul VI out of Fairfax, Virginia. This is the WCAC squad ready to play ball in the TOC.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, Joe. Nice to be here with you today. And,
Indeed.
This Paul VI squad is interesting, man. Glenn Farello is the head coach. They come in at 5-2. One of the things I noticed about this Paul VI squad, they have some awards of interest. The hard hat, the lunch pail, the Windex, the duffel bag. Hey, sound like a bunch of workhorses to me. So you tell me, led by Jeremy Roach, five-star guard, sophomore, what more can you ask for?
Paul VI will be the home team. They are all in white tops, white bottoms. They've got black numbers, gold trim. Meadowcreek, the deep road blue, Columbia blue with the white numbers. We are underway. Meadowcreek wins the tip. It is number 4, Dequarius Nichols. Number 12, Corey Hightower. Number 23, Amir Kelly. Number 24, Jameer Chaplin. And number 25, Emmanuel Collier, the starting 5 for Meadowcreek. A 3 by Chaplin. It is no good. Rebound comes down, and that's picked up by Anthony Harris. Harris pushes it into the forecourt. Trevor Keels. Keels drives, got it knocked away by Hightower, recovers it, goes down the baseline. Is Harris driving up? No, and an offensive foul. That'll be called on Paul VI. It is number 3, Anthony Harris. Number 1, Jeremy Roach. Number 0, Trevor Keels. Number 12, Joshua Odoro. Those are your starting 5. Along with number 5, Brandon Slater. First team foul. It is offensive. We're 27 seconds in. No score. Glad that you're with us. The SUVTV.com coverage of the Tournament of Champions. We're in the perch up high above Wildcat Arena's floor. Corey Hightower comes across the timeline now as they work on it. He dribbles with the left hand. Hands it off now to Chaplin. Chaplin going to drive. He's pushed off by Roach. Drive. Shot is up. No good. Rebound swallowed up by Anthony Harris. Harris pushing it down the right side with the right hand, spins it to the corner. There's a 3 by Keels. It is no good. Long air ball, rebound offensively. Slater, he dunked it home. Brandon Slater cracks the seal on this with a baseline put back dunk.
And here comes Paul VI in a half-court trap. Looks like they're going to try to trap this team, try to get the ball out of Chaplin's hands.
Chaplin into the corner across the timeline. He's trapped. Got 4 defenders around him. Pass now comes out to Collier. Collier gives it over to Hightower. Get that shot out of here. Slater sends it away. Now here comes Paul VI back this way with Harris. Harris flying to the hoop. No, a blocking foul call. It'll be called on Amir Kelly, his first, team's first.
Joe, we had a chance to see this Meadowcreek squad yesterday. They beat Blanche Eli 49-45, led by Amir Kelly and Jameer Chaplin 14-16 respectively. This Paul VI team, like I said, they just looking at them, they look like they like to get out and run.
They do like to get out and run, and you also have to remember, you brought up Glenn Ferrero. I brought up that they are the WCAC. Remember, in the WCAC, we had this conversation yesterday, they do play with a 35-second shot clock, so they do play with a little bit more pace than you would normally see.
Wow, and that's interesting. You know what? I got an interesting somebody hit me on Twitter yesterday to explain the shot clock in the state of Georgia, stating that basically they said that it would take too much money, and also they would have to train somebody to do the shot clock. I think that's interesting.
Money is always brought up when it comes to the shot clock. Here comes Chaplin. Chaplin into the forecourt, gives it to Kelly. Kelly goes up off the window. No, followed by Chaplin and scoring. So Chaplin with the offensive rebound and put back, and Meadowcreek is on the board. They trail 4-2. Paul VI back working quickly now. Here's Harris. Harris spins it across. Now here comes Keels. Keels, the freshman, put it on the floor, lost it. Now gives it back out. Now here's Odura. Odura goes up off the window. No, they tip. Odura got the rebound right there in the paint, and he spins it back out. And Paul VI says, let's be patient with it. Kirk Gillian, the head coach of Meadowcreek. This Paul VI team there tried to go on the backside alley. It was intercepted. Pass taken away by Critlin. DeWitt Critlin in off of the bench for Meadowcreek already for Emmanuel Collier. You see that from the rotation from Coach Gillian. Driving. Mid-post. Jumper. Chaplin. No good. Got the on rebound. Goes up. Uses the body. It was bothered and knocked away. Good job by Oduro. Oduro now clears it and outlets it. He comes up ahead. Here's Anthony Harris. Harris spins it across. All the way driving is Keels. Keels had it knocked away. Good defense from Corey Hightower. Hightower has picked up his defense, Barry, in recent games.
Right. Corey Hightower's really starting to pick it up. Like I said, he's kind of been the bell cow for this defense, on the anchor guy for this squad. It'll be interesting to see this Paul VI squad. They've got a little size too. Might be able to match up with Meadowcreek.
Miles Latimer checks into the contest along with Jeremy Robinson, both seniors. Robinson 6'5", and Latimer 6'4". And now here comes Whitlock off of the bench. Deshaun Whitlock for Meadowcreek, the Mustangs. 5:42 to go, first quarter. Glad that you were with us. Joel Hillsman, Barry Browner in the perch. Wildcat Arena, the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Spins it back to the top. Long three by Robinson. No good. Rebound out of the guard spot by Dequarius Nicholas. Nicholas now comes up. There's a trap right there. They take it away now out of bounds. Almost a steal, but it went off of him out of bounds. Jeremy Roach applied the pressure in the backcourt, Barry.
And that's one of the things I think that Meadowcreek's got to work on. They had 18 turnovers yesterday. Even though they beat Blanche Eli, 18 turnovers is high. You and I talked about a number yesterday.
Chaplin now will bring it into the forecourt. He's picked up by Harris. He spins across the timeline, goes right to the sideline, now comes back to the middle with the left-hand dribble. 5:20 to go, 4-2. Paul the sixth in white with the lead. Chaplin now still in possession of the ball. He hands it over to Kelly, and there's a give and go. Chaplin, he missed a dunk. Comes outside, rebound is by Cridlin. Cridlin, jumper, no. Tip, back tap, rebound comes down to Paul the sixth. Now they're going to come out and push. Here comes Latimer. Latimer now is not there, stops, gives it off. Now here comes Robinson. Robinson pass, shot the passing lane and stolen. Nicholas on the break. The Chaplin, dunk it home. Perfect execution on the fast break, and it forces a timeout. Jameer Chaplin has both 4 points for Meadowcreek. We're tied at 4. A quick timeout with 4:52 to go by Paul the sixth.
That's a nice run for Meadowcreek on defense. Like I said, one of the things I want to see them do, Nicholas is starting to step up for them a little bit at the guard position, but they've got to do better, like I said, handling the ball, keeping the ball in their possession. It'll be interesting to see with this Paul the sixth squad, do they rush shots, do they not rush shots, because they're used to the shot clock, as you mentioned.
Well, that's the interesting thing. They may play with a quicker pace. I think any team can rush shots once you become impatient. But with them, the mental adjustment is we play with a clock. And the thing about it is, and you know this, when you play and you're used to looking up and seeing that clock and it's not there. And that's a big thing. I don't think it's going to have that big of an effect. Listen, DeMatha came down here and won last year. Bishop O'Connell came down here and won last year. It's just the different pace of the play and the style of the play. So out of the timeout, we're tied at 4. Paul the sixth and Meadowcreek. Our first game here on SUV TV. Kick it out. There's a long three. Slater, no good. Rebound tip. Fought for it underneath. Roach couldn't corral it. Now he does. Goes up with the left hand. It was fouled on the play. So young Jeremy Roach, the sophomore, will be going to the free throw line. 6'2" and a guard for Coach Glenn Ferrello's bunch. They come in on a 2-game winning streak. And Barry, I mentioned the shot clock. They can put the ball in the basket. 82 points per game so far through 7 games.
It'd be interesting to see, considering these bigs in Chaplin that this Meadowcreek squad has, will they be able to slow these guys down? Anytime you got 2 guys that can block shots, shot blockers like that, I don't know if that's something that Paul the sixth is kind of used to.
Roach steps up and knocks in both free throws, and it's a 6-4 advantage with 4.5 to go first quarter. Glad that you are with us as the half-court pressure is still provided by Paul the sixth. Chaplin now going to break it, gets below the foul line, kicks it to the corner. Nicholas steps in, now spins it to the corner to Whitlock. Whitlock across the lane, stop, elbow jumper, rattles around, hit the glass, no good. Rebound by Latimer. Miles Latimer off the bench and grabbing the rebound, puts it on the floor, and he's pushing it now. Latimer goes over to Slater. Slater, stop. They left him wide open. The southpaw, a 3. It is short. Rebound. Nicholas came fighting for it. Nicholas is a very, very active guard defensively and on the defensive glass. Out of bounds. It will go over to Meadowcreek. Kelly out and Corey Hightower in for the Mustangs.
Interesting with this pace that the Paul sixth run. Will Nicholas be able to keep that up for the whole game? We've talked about the depth of Meadowcreek. Let's see how that plays out.
In the corner, Whitlock, a left wing 3, good. A 3 ball. He's in the book. Deshaun Whitlock, a 3, 7-6. Meadowcreek with his first lead of the day. A traveling violation call. Another turnover for Paul the sixth. So Jeremy Roach off to a slow start.
Paul the sixth got to do a better job of also handling the basketball too. Like I said, I call them unforced turnovers. You can't have unforced turnovers against a good team like Meadowcreek.
Trying to break through the trap, Cridlin gives it over to Chaplin. Chaplin drives, Roach all on him and sits on his back, and a foul call, and Coach Gillian reenacts the foul. It did take him a minute for the foul, so Coach Ferrello is going to go back to the bench, and he's going to go and get Anthony Harris and Trevor Keels. Keels, a freshman at 6'4", very, very big upside.
Considered one of the best players on this team, and like I said, in the area, in that WCIAA area.
I mean, it's just loaded. That's that 10-team Catholic League, one of the best. Bishop O'Connell, St. John, St. James, DeMatha. Dribbling to the right, Nicholas. Nicholas stopped in the corner. Now he feeds it to Hightower back to the basket, but he's double teaming a trap. There's a cut to Critlin. Critlin goes up off the window, could not get it to fall. Rebound snatched out of there by Jeremy Robinson. Robinson outlets it. Now here comes Latimer. Latimer with a full hill of steam. Stops. Gives it back out to Keels. Keels on that right wing. Cuts it back in. Inside Robinson. Turns. Up fake with the left hand. Beautiful move. No. Rebound Chaplin. And a foul call. I think they should just let that one go. Anticipation call there. This particular ref crew is a solid one. This association, this is their second year working the TOC. Substitutions now. Kelly comes in. Critlin goes out. So it is Hightower, Kelly, Whitlock, Chaplin, and Nicholas, the five on the floor for the Meadowcreek Mustangs. It is Keels, Latimer, Robinson, Harris, and now Josiah Freeman into the contest. Freeman, a sophomore, 6'4", listed as a guard. 2.5 to go. Meadowcreek in possession. They have a 7-6 lead. They're moving right to left as you view it on your phone, your tablet. There's Hollow. Kelly put it on the floor. Don't understand why he did that. He's got the foul. Your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your desktop, or right there on your TV because it is SUV TV. Amir Kelly going to the free throw line.
At 6'8", the big fella just got to catch that thing and just go up.
Yeah.
And finish strong.
The lefty sticks it up and in.
Joe, who does this – I'm going to ask you, who does this pace favor? I know it's early to ask you that, but I'm just thinking – I keep thinking of the depth that scares me about Meadowcreek. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up a pace like that.
Well, Paul, the Six is used to playing with this pace, especially coming in at 82 points per game in the average, and you see they're making multiple substitutions as well. Kelly sticks both free throws. 9-6 3-point lead. Rebound is taken away. Here comes Collier. Collier in the middle. Angles off to the right. Now he goes to the right wing. Stops, picks up the dribble. Now he gives it back to Nicholas. They need to spin the ball. They do not. Now out on the head of the defense now is Anthony Harris. Working between the rings is Nicholas. Nicholas goes around the screen. Offensive foul, Amir Kelly. His second. Big second foul there for Amir Kelly.
Big fellas get picked. When they try to set that pick, a lot of times they get banged on that.
True, but it's also the person with the screen. Allow them to get set. Mm-hmm. You have to help them. That type of foul, an illegal screen foul, goes both ways. You've got to allow your player to get set. You cannot be in a rush. The old rule is shoulder should touch shoulder. There's the handoff. Roach now curling down the lane, dumps it to the corner. Stop. A three. Keels. It's short. Rebound. Tip. Keels keeps it alive. Keels chases it down out near the logo. Spins it to the corner. Here's Roach. Roach inside. Back to the basket. Cutting. And the pass was deflected and knocked away. Collier comes away with it. Paul the Six cannot get anything clean going. Collier, nifty move behind the back to Nicholas. Nicholas hesitates. Ooh. Didn't get it shook. Cookies. Here comes Roach. Roach 1-2. Easy fundamental layup. Jeremy Roach, his first field goal.
That's good. That's just good hands by Jeremy Roach. Making the play on the ball and getting that steal for a bucket.
Whitlock spins it across. Here's Collier. Collier takes the contact, put it up, no. Rebound comes right down to Kelly. Shot is up, no good. And here they outlet it again. Here's Jeremy Roach. Roach crossing the timeline, waits, now gives it back off. Here's Harris. Harris, a jumper, hill of the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Amir Kelly. Kelly gives it over to Nicholas, and a timeout call. And Coach Gillian with 1:03 to go doesn't like the pace, how it's going. A lot of missed shots. Meadowcreek active on defense, though, with a lot of deflections.
They are. They're active. They're very active. And they're trying to play fast to see if they can keep up with this Paul the squad. But like I said, Paul the does a good job of rotating. Coach Ferrero does a good job. He plays a bunch of guys. That's something that Coach Gillian at Meadowcreek hasn't done in a minute. So they're going to have to do a better job of that if they want to keep up.
He's Barry Browner. I'm Joel Hillsman. Glad that you're with us and our entire SUV TV crew on hand. Up in the perch, Lisa Burnett, our outstanding producer. Glad that you're with us. A full day here on SUV TV. We're at the Tournament of Champions, second annual Tournament of Champions. But the FBI Classic is underway there. Slider Sports Guy got the mic to himself, so he ought to be just fine up there in Dorman, South Carolina.
My guy Joe, man.
Sylvester Williams.
I couldn't sleep last night. Joe texted me and called him, but that's a whole nother issue.
Kendrick Green to Corey Hightower. Hightower going to take 2 long strides, go down, shot is up, no, the whistle, offensive foul call.
And see, that's my thing. He gets a charge for that. But then what he should have done the play before that, catch that thing and do that while he was in the lane.
Corey Hightower picks up the foul. Now going to the bench, Nicholas will come back in. Hightower will go out. Cridlin will go in, and Collier will come out. Nicholas, number 4 for Meadowcreek, by definition is a point guard. He does not look to shoot. He tries to settle the offense, and he tries to get everyone else involved. Kendrick Green, number 5 in for Meadowcreek, the freshman. They spin it down in the corner baseline. He stepped out of bounds. No call. There's a turnover. Whitlock comes away with it, but the ball is knocked away and stolen back by Paul the 6. Driving, Slater, layup good. Brandon Slater, his second field goal. He has 4 points in the contest, and now Paul the 6 has the lead, 10-9.
Good job by Slater. Like I said, they're trying to imply that press, and I can see, and y'all didn't see Joe, but what Joe was doing was saying, telling Meadowcreek to advance the ball and push it ahead. They're just not looking, Joe.
Roach blew the layup underneath inside. Oduro comes up and scores. Big move, Joshua Oduro.
Anytime you're getting pressed, you've got to just advance the ball. You can't advance it with the dribble. You got to advance it with the pass.
Always. The pass beats the dribble 9 times out of 9.
Ball won't even have to touch the floor.
At all. And if you feel the lanes, and every team has a press break, but as you mentioned, operating it and running it. Into the game, Corey Hightower. Replacing the shot inbound with 7 seconds. Chaplin in the lane, bobbled it, goes up, off the window, and scores.
It's finished by Chaplin. Way to keep control of the basketball.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. A very entertaining first quarter, a first quarter that had a very good pace to it. It is Paul the 6, 12, Meadowcreek 11. SUV TV's coverage of the Tournament of Champions will continue after this break.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. No matter the sport you play, Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
Joe Hillsman, Barry Browner back here with you. Second half underway between Paul the 6 and Meadowcreek. Paul the 6 out of Fairfax, Virginia. That's in the D.C. area. Meadowcreek, they are out of Norcross, Georgia. That's northeastern suburb, Gwinnett County of Atlanta.
This Paul the 6 squad, ranked number 3 by the Washington Post. Also, they went 2-1 at Chick-fil-A, which ain't a small feat, Joe. You know that.
No, it's not. I didn't even get into their losses. They lost to Oak Ridge, Florida, and lost to Findlay Prep. Respectable, well-quality losses. And a lot of people may say, why do you guys always talk about quality losses? Because the competition level matters. Green catches, puts it on the floor, now he spins it back to Cridlin. Cridlin at the top, goes below the key, now comes back out as they'll set it up defensively. And they extend the pressure defense with that trap. Kendrick Green, a young freshman, dips it inside. There's Chaplin turning up. No, he was fouled. A foul will be on Joshua Oduro, number 12. Oduro, well, let's see. Mr. Ref may say it's on someone else now, or he may have a conversation with somebody. Let's see. And, yeah, he's going to go and have a little conversation with Corey Hightower. And the foul was called on Roach. Okay, Jeremy Roach with the foul.
He must have got in at the last minute. One of the things I'm going to tell you that Paul the 6 is doing, they're trapping all ball handlers.
Yes.
So they've got to swing it. Meadowcreek's got to do a better job of swinging the basketball. If they can get a quick swing, they'll get a bucket. They can get an easy bucket.
Chaplin no good on his first free throw. He had 6 points there in that first quarter to lead Meadowcreek. For Paul the sixth, it was Slater with 4 and Roach with 4 to lead Paul the sixth. 12-11. Free throw, no good. Blew them both. Rebound is skied down and brought down by Joshua Oduro. Spins it in the corner to Miles Latimer. Latimer now out to Slater. Slater across to Anthony Harris. Harris puts it on the floor. Moved the defense by Crittenden. And again, a deflected pass. Jameer Chaplin with the deflection.
So that's just good hands by this Meadowcreek squad. They got good, quick hands. Like I said, they're very active. They've been active. We watched them yesterday. We watched them today. They've been active so far.
Paul the sixth, though, does not seem bothered by it. Going around the screen. Keels gets it back. Slater, top side, a 3-ball. Swish.
I'm going to save it.
Brandon Slater, a 3-ball, and he pushes the lead out to 4, 15-11. A minute and some change gone by second quarter. Here's Hightower. Hightower has it. Get off that sideline. There's Green. Green going to go baseline. Pass was high. Crittenden came away with it. He stepped out of bounds. A turnover. DeWitt Crittenden. The pass was too high, and that caused the turnover.
They got to do a better job. I keep saying this. They got to do a better job as far as possession, keeping this basketball. Not against a Paul the 6th squad like this.
They have been suspect. Slater now gets a down screen from Miles, who gives it over now. Slater has it back. Here's Keels. Keels, 2 hard dribbles, and a jump stop up through the lane. Offensive foul. Trevor Keels.
I don't know about that call.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that
I
either.
thought it was a good hard drive to the basket. I thought he got fouled, actually.
The thought of the anticipation, though, man, it is something else. It is what it is. Inbound to Nicholas. Now the full court pressure. Ball loose. Oh, man, he went to the ground and made a great play. Crittenden over to Green. Green going to stop. Fake
nice
behind the back and move and layup and score. Kendrick Green off the bench and into the scorebook. The young freshman for the Meadowcreek Mustangs, 15-13. Coming back this way, Miles Latimer. No. Rebound by Adur. Get that shot out of here. Corey Hightower with the great defense again. Now he comes away, dribbles away with the escape dribble. Green spins it up ahead. Pass was intercepted by Slater. He goes into the scorer's table, and it was recovered by Adur. So Slater off the scorer's table, coming back this way. Green gets in the way. A blocking foul. No shot on the floor.
And I like the fact that Josh Oduro at 6'8" can really handle that rock like that.
Very much so. Good ball handling skill. Substitution. Deshaun Whitlock will come in. Kendrick Green, who made the nice move, will come out, the young freshman. Latimer looks and inbounds it high. Odura is able to hold it. Hightower's 12-on-12 crime in the corner. Now he gives it out. There's 20-on-20 crime with Latimer being guarded by Whitlock. Now here's Roach being worked on by Nicholas. He goes back to Miles Latimer. Latimer driving to the left. Whitlock hit with a block. 5:38 to go, 15-13. Glad that you're with us. I'm Joel Hilsman. He's Barry Browner. The TOC Tournament of Champions on SUV TV, the SUV TV.com. Also the FBI Classic in Durham, South Carolina. Dorman, South Carolina, not Durham. Dorman, South Carolina. Also on SUV TV.
It's good basketball that you can watch on SUV TV.
Oh, it is the home for high school basketball.
Watch before I got out here today. I had a chance to watch a little bit of that Peachtree Ridge win today.
Big win for Peachtree Ridge, and you know Nickelberry is a well-known, established travel circuit player and baller, and David Vassell, you know, he went up there and did his work today as well. Both free throws good by Miles Latimer. 17-13, Paul the 6th with a 4-point lead. Here comes Whitlock. That's going to be backcourt because his foot was across the line. Ref didn't call it. So they still got the 10 count on him. And Nicholas had to pick it up. The trap is there. It's 3-2. Now takes it. Here comes Chapman. Chapman all the way. Chaplin up and in and scores. Jameer Chaplin still remaining aggressive. His fourth field goal. He has 8 points in the contest. 5:20 to go. Back quickly this way. There's a drive by Harris. No. Nicholas gets the rebound out of the guard spot. They've got numbers if they push. It goes up with an alley. There's the U. To Chaplin. He dunked it home. He's got 10. He's in double figures. 17-17, we're tied, 5:08 to go. Paul the 6th and Meadowcreek, a tournament of champions. We're in the second quarter. Our first game of the rest of the day here in Wildcat Arena. Slater swings it over now. Here's Harris. Harris goes into the corner. There's Latimer. Latimer trapped in that corner. Now he's going to go baseline right by Whitlock. Shot up. Oh, no foul call. Quitland dropped it. Rebound. Now the foul was called on Miles Latimer, his second.
Looked like Latimer was going to the basket. Looked like he just kind of couldn't get his balance going.
Both teams now in the bonus. So we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the half, 4:50 to go, 17 foul for each team. It's 1-and-1 time. So going to the free throw line will be DeWitt Critlin. Critlin, and it comes off the bench, has not scored yet in the contest. Josiah Freeman going to check back in. First free throw up and in good by Critlin. And Meadowcreek now takes the lead again, 18-17.
Really surprised that Meadowcreek's running and just keeping pace. Like I said, they're trying to sub guys in and out. Nichols is playing well so far for this Meadowcreek squad.
Both free throws good. Here comes more substitutions. Critlin will go out. Amir Kelly now, who has 2 fouls, is back into the contest for the Mustangs.
Interesting that Coach G would go with that at 4:45 and count.
19-17. Well, you have to learn how to play with foul trouble, and you may need him. He is rested a little bit, and they come with that size. There's a long three. Slater dropped it in. Brandon Slater, the lefty, drops in his second 3-ball of the contest, and that pushes Paul the 6 back up 20-19 with 4.5 to go, less than that. Nichols across the timeline. Here comes the trap again. Send him right to that sideline. Picked up the dribble. In trouble. A timeout call, and Coach Gillian very upset at Corey Hightower, wanting him to come and get the ball. But he's got to tell the guards to stay off the sideline, Barry.
He does, and this is what I always talk about. Anytime you're on the sideline, you got a human defender, and also you can use the defender, the sideline as a defender as well. Like I said, you always want to keep that ball in the middle. You always want to keep that ball in the middle and make sure that you're in between the rings. Joe, you a guard, so you know that you always want to kind of keep that ball in between them rings, man.
Got to keep it in the middle, man.
You got to.
Cannot allow the defense to help you. The sidelines become a defender because you can only go so far. There are boundaries. 4:23 to go, 20-19. And exactly when you pick up the dribble, if you have to, be ready to pass and know you can pivot and step through.
Right. And I don't think enough guys really work on that whole step through, pick up, dribble, step through. 20-19 out of the timeout. Here's the inbound to Nichols. Nichols now will put it on the floor between the rings. Comes out now with the left hand. And goes on that left block to Kelly. Kelly turns, tried to dump the pass in there. Hightower scooped it up. Hightower goes up. It was knocked away. Here comes Jeremy Roach. Roach coming away with it with Paul the 6. Spins it up ahead. Now there's a new man into the contest. It's going to be Xavier Joyner, number 2. Joyner, a junior, 6'2". Slater, the lefty, drives on Hightower, spins it over, a long 3. No, offensive foul called on Brandon Slater. The ref's not shy about the offensive foul calls today. Yeah,
18 foul.
We've had a couple of offensive fouls. My question for Meadowcreek at this point is, I'm looking to pump that ball inside. They did it yesterday. Why not do it again today? Anytime you got Kelly Hightower down there.
Hightower looks, he inbounds it now, 20-19, Meadowcreek trailing. We've played just halfway home here in this second quarter. Glad that you're with us. Here's Hightower over to Nicholas. They cross the timeline. Now he spins it over in that corner. There's Chaplin. Chaplin has it, waits on the trap. Now he's going to go baseline, drives, kicks it to the corner to Hightower. Not enough spacing. Back to Nicholas. Nicholas, pump fake, elbow, jumper. No, he was fouled on the jump shot. A poor decision. Foul call, team's ninth. But Dequarius Nicholas will get 2 shots.
Again, Chaplin almost got himself in trouble. Driving baseline, not getting off the, almost getting trapped. They've got to do a better job, though.
Nicholas free throw, good rotation is good. Passing and cutting and knowing the open area. If you've got 3 defenders on you, somebody's open.
Somebody's open.
Free throw, no good. He split them. So they'll come back this way, and here comes quickly Roach. Roach skips it back out. Slater, catch. All right, wing 3. It is front iron. No. Rebound is swallowed up by Kelly. He kept it high and outlets it now to Nicholas. Nicholas brings it up with the left hand. Nicholas spins it into that corner. Catch, fight. Get that shot out of here. Jeremy Roach with the block of a 3-pointer by Whitlock.
That's good defense by Jeremy Roach.
Man, in the corner and had that stuff sent away. That's the worst shot to have blocked, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Inbound looking, baseline. He gives it inside to Chaplin. Chaplin up and dunked it home. A facial, the one-hand hammer by Tamir Chaplin. 22-20. Meadowcreek now back out in front, +2 on the board. Here comes Roach. Roach with the right-hand dribble. Gives it to Slater. Slater stops, curls, a 3-ball. Slater, it is short. No. Rebound tip, deflected around. Robinson can't hold it. Kelly gets it down for Meadowcreek. Outlets it to Hightower. Hightower's pass was tipped to Jameer, would have had another dunk. This one recovered by Jeremy Roach. Roach now spins it over in the corner. A 3-ball. Xavier off the bench. No, not into the scorebook. Rebound by Chaplin. Chaplin gets it and gives it over to Hightower. 2:43 to go. Meadowcreek and Paul the 6 in a 2-point game. 22-20. Meadowcreek has the 22 and they have the ball. Nicholas now will give it to Kelly. Kelly looks, holds, and gives it over to Hightower. Hightower just off the left of the key. Brings it over now to Nicholas. Nicholas jab step, goes, gets below the foul line, puts up the float. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Robinson outletting it now, and here they come with Joyner. Joyner gives it to Roach. Roach filling the lane, took on Hightower, counted, and the foul. A beautiful move. Jeremy Roach, his first field goal. He's got an opportunity at the 3-point play. The hard way, second foul on Corey Hightower.
That's a good move by Jeremy Roach. Just change the pace of the lane and just scoring it up. Get the and one. Once again, though, I'm gonna ask though, why Meadowcreek's got to pump this basketball inside? I would go inside out. And, I mean, if they're gonna double.
The one thing they're lacking, Meadowcreek, is a shooter or shooters that can allow that to allow them to be able to facilitate that. 3-point play is good. And now Paul the 6 goes up by 1, 23-22. Roach goes out. Anthony Harris is back in. So it is Harris, Joyner, Keels. They also have Avery Ford into the contest for the first time, number 23, and also Josiah Freeman. So they're showing their depth as we come up on the final 2 minutes. Knocked out of bounds. It was off the leg of Xavier Joyner and will stay with Meadowcreek. Looking. Chaplin has it, and he inbounds it now, and here is Nicholas. Nicholas, that pure point guard, worked on by the freshman in Keels. Keels with all that size. Corey Hightower gets up and now walks towards the scorer's table for Meadowcreek. Under 2 minutes to go. 1-point ball game. Been a very good half, even though it is quite low scoring. Whitlock out of the triple threat, now puts it over with the crossover. Going to drive. He might get hit with a push-off. No, a blocking foul on Anthony Harris.
What I keep seeing Amari Kelly trying to do, they're trying to run that high pick and roll where when Kelly's not rolling, I don't think he's rolling hard enough to get the high pick and roll. He's rolling, but he's not sealing off. He's not rolling hard enough. If he rolls hard one time, they're going to get a bucket.
Dive to the basket. Critland comes out. Hightower back in. Free throw no good by Whitlock. So right now, Meadowcreek somewhat struggling at the free throw line. Free throw no good. Missed them both. Rebound comes down. We come up on 100 seconds to go in the half. Here's Joyner. Joyner, left-hand dribble, spins it back. Here's Keels. Keels now going to hesitate below the foul line. He walked. He walked with the basketball. 94 seconds to go. And now quickly, Coach Gillian goes right back to the bench, as does Coach Ferrello. Keels will go out. Jeremy Roach will check back in for Paul the 6. They are in the white, the Nike threads. Meadowcreek, they are in the Columbia blue with the white numbers, a little gray trim around those numbers. The Adidas threads. Here's Nicholas across the timeline, 1:25 to go, trailing by 1. Here comes the trap. Now Nicholas is going to spin out of it, dump it down to Chaplin, who was coming baseline. Beautiful move. Kelly tried to put it back. No. Rebound to Joyner. Joyner gets it up ahead. Now pushing it now is Roach. Roach stop, float, elbow jumper, too long. Nicholas again out of the guard spot with a valid, solid rebound.
He rebounds well for a guard.
Very so. Puts me almost in the mind of a Rondo as far as rebounding. There's a look. Comes, drives, it's not there. In the corner, Hightower, shuffle the feet. They didn't call it. Shot was blocked. Now it's picked up. Hightower recovers it. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Collier, catch, pump fake, steps in, escape dribble. Shot, no good. Follow, no. Rebound, kicked around. It's on the floor. Roach comes away with it. And his pass was stolen by Hightower, who dunked it home.
Good finish by the big fella. That's good hustle, good hands. Meadowcreek keeping the ball alive, playing with it a little bit, and then they get a bucket.
24-23, 1-point ball game. Meadowcreek out of Georgia 7A. Paul the 6 out of the WCAC. Shout out to my man Dave Dickerson, who keeps me well informed with one of the best basketball conferences in all of the nation as far as the high school game is concerned. Final 15 seconds. And we thank you for joining us there in the D.C., Northern Virginia, and the Maryland area. I would say the 7.57, but that may be a little stretch. That's where I spent my time in Virginia. Long three by Freeman is no good. Hightower gets the rebound. He's going to heave it long with the left hand. Look out. It was on line. It was short. We are at the half. It was a very good half, a low-scoring half, but Meadowcreek out of Norcross, Georgia, has a 24-23 lead on Paul VI out of Fairfax, Virginia. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. No matter the sport you play, Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
And we welcome you back inside of Wildcat Arena as we get ready for the second half between Paul VI and Meadowcreek. Meadowcreek with a 24-23 lead. I'm joined by Barry Brownham. I'm Joel Hillsman. Barry, first half stats are in our hands. What stands out to you?
Jameer Chaplin's 12 points. And also the fact that really Corey Hightower didn't really do too much. He only had 2 points, 2 rebounds. Mark Kelly, same, about 2 points, 3 rebounds. Expected a little bit more out of this Paul VI squad, though. Only double-digit score they got is Brandon Slater.
Looking at the field goal percentages, Paul VI shooting 28% and Meadowcreek shooting 35%. Neither team shooting it very well. The turnovers, there are 10 turnovers from Paul VI, somewhat of a surprise, 6 turnovers for Meadowcreek, but with a low number, 2 assists on 7 made field goals for Paul VI. Meadowcreek, conversely, 4 assists on 9 made field goals, but neither one of them shooting the basketball extremely well. Meadowcreek in possession as they move left to right. They are in the Columbia blue with the white numbers. Paul VI in the white with the black trim, black numbers, and a little gold trim. Rebound comes down to Chaplin as his shot was blocked. Chaplin goes, kicks it in the corner. Nicholas, a corner three. Hell of the rim, no. Rebound comes off, and it'll be Keels. Keels now, Trevor Keels, the freshman, into the forecourt, quickly goes all the way. Shot was bothered, but he scores. Trevor Keels, his first field goal. He's in the book.
And that's a good way for Keels to get going. Meadowcreek's not getting a whole lot of second chance opportunities. This Paul VI squad is doing a good job, which has not been the case in the past for Meadowcreek.
Nicholas running the point now over the Hightower. Hightower going to step into a right wing three. Hill of the rim, long rebound comes down quickly. Now here's Brooks. Brooks into the forecourt for the Panthers. Now he's going to drive. Took the contact up, no, and it's going to come down to Collier. Emmanuel Collier now running the break. He's got Nicholas on his wing. Kicks it to the corner to Chaplin. Chaplin going to drive, step across, layup is short. Rebound comes across now to Slater. Slater to Brooks. Brooks up ahead now, and here's Jeremy Roach. Roach hesitate, jump stopping, leaning in, and a foul call. A beautiful move by Jeremy Roach. It is Roach, Slater, Oduro, Brooks, and Keels. The 5 on the floor for the Paul VI Panthers. For the Meadowcreek Mustangs, it is Kelly, Hightower, Chaplin, Collier, and Nicholas. And now Whitlock gets up off the bench, so we'll see who he'll get. Probably Collier. Free throw, good by Jeremy Roach. Roach now 4 of 4 from the line today.
That move by Roach, though, that's a nice move, man. That's not a sophomore-like move. You know what I mean? That's just a good, strong, that's a grown man move.
Amir Kelly picks up his 3rd foul. He'll sit now.
And that's big. That's big for this Meadowcreek team because I don't know how deep they can go at any position.
You're gonna have to ask a lot out of Hightower to try to anchor them in the middle. Meadowcreek good, but their depth, as Barry has alluded to throughout the broadcast, is somewhat of a concern. Paul VI showing their depth. He carried, no call. Chaplin goes right to the corner. Split. There's Hightower. Hightower moves, floats off the window. It did not fall. Slater tipped it out of bounds, and it will stay with Meadowcreek. I like Brandon Slater, too. He showed good size, good length, long lefty, very deceptive there. Slater is a senior at 6'7". Here's Hightower looking on the inbound, looks, it dumps it right in the middle. Chaplin dunked it home. Oh, man, Jameer Chaplin dunked that thing home. He has been cutting and slashing. He has been playing with a little chip on his shoulder since the senior season began.
No doubt about it. Like I said, he's a guy that's being recruited by a couple of mid-majors, but hadn't really nailed down a solid offer yet. But like I said, Chaplin's been playing well. I'm going to say this, though. I think Hightower's one of the best passing big men I've seen in the state.
Yeah, he does pass the basketball extremely well. Slater now kicks it over. They give it to Keels. Keels now with Slater, one way and the other. Now he's going to shoot a pass across. Brooks goes up. Hightower met him. He had everything from the floor for the ceiling. Whitlock comes away with it. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Paul VI. So it is Chaplin, Nicholas, Hightower, Collier, and Whitlock, the 5 on the floor for the Mustangs. And just every time I said it, Coach Gillian goes to the bench. So here comes DeWitt Cridlin. Cridlin will come in. Collier will go out. Roach, Keels, Slater, Brooks, and Odor, the 5 on the floor for the Panthers of Paul VI.
Looks like Meadowcreek's going to play a little man-to-man.
Swing it, goes baseline, whistle call.
On the end line.
And stepped out of bounds. A turnover by Brooks. Now up off the bench, here comes Miles Latimer.
And see, Joe, that's what you got into, the 10 turnovers, and then you turn around and turn it unforced.
Yeah, unforced turnovers are absolutely the worst. If you hear what a lot of people say in tennis, unforced errors. Unforced errors in tennis may be the most damning. unforced turnovers in basketball have to be second. There's a drive, and then Nicholas, beautiful move, probing and moving. He gets his first field goal. And a drive. They move up by one, 28-21. So here's Keels. Keels operating on Whitlock. Ball was poked to free. Picked up. Here comes Chaplin. Chaplin now comes up. Looks, spins it across. Nicholas had to recover the pass, shoots it down to Whitlock. Whitlock now trapped in his corner. Picked up by O'Dory, goes back out to Nicholas. Nicholas now looks at Coach Gillian, and they want to set the play. Roach comes out defensively, puts it between the legs, gets the screen from Hightower. Goes below the arc, now tried to spin it across, ball knocked away by Miles Latimer.
Joe, I don't know if you saw that, but Hightower was screaming for that ball in the post. Give it to me, give it to me.
But he didn't complain. He came out, set the screen after he didn't get it. 4:46 to go, 28-27. Trevor Keels goes out. Josiah Freeman in. Nicholas going to drive. It's not there. They shut him off. If he spins the ball, they get the shot. Ooh, the ball. Nicholas. I apologize. Sometimes you see it. And it's obvious what should be done. It almost looks like it's a zone right now at the moment, 2-3. But as you mentioned the other day, some teams will trap out of there. Nobody's flashing to the middle, though. Now Whitlock does. There's a drive, out of control, a traveling violation. DeWitt Critland, not a good offensive possession there for the Meadowcreek Mustangs.
They were patient, but they weren't patient with the right things. You know what I mean? If they swing the ball, that one extra swing, they get the bucket that they want. I think Joe almost jumped from the perch on that.
I mean, Hightower was there. Move the basketball. If the defense isn't on the string, the way you keep them moving is by moving the basketball. We mentioned it earlier. You move it with the pass. Slater put it on the floor, got blocked, drives anyway, puts it up with the left hand, no. Rebound tapped out, here comes Nicholas. He's got another rebound out of the guard spot. Nicholas probing, nothing there, keeping the dribble alive, now spins it off. There's a drive inside, Chaplin score, no he did not, comes off. Roach now racing, Roach doesn't have numbers, shielding him on the break. Oh, what a job by Nicholas to get back defensively and knock it out of bounds.
Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna call you out. I'm going to call you out on that. Nicholas remind me of Rondo. Like, he's got that Rondo-like flair to him. He going to play defense. He going to control the team. He does the little things. Look,
he's a point guard, and he had 5 boards in the first half. 6 already.
Hey, so he was leading them. He was tied with Chaplin for the most boards in the first half.
And they did. Rebounds were even. Now that I look at it, 19 apiece. They won the glass offensively 6-5, though. That's a timeout. Paul the 5. The shooting, though, as I still continue to take a look here at the first half numbers, 28%. 7 of 25 from the field was Paul the 6. They trail by 1. Meadowcreek, conversely, went 9 of 26, but both teams combined to go 3 of 13 from beyond the arc.
If you're Paul the 6, what do you do? What are you doing in it? What are you coming in the second half?
I actually like the way Slater's been playing. I think he may be underappreciated. He had 10 points there in that first half. Roach played solid. He had 7 points. I'll go ahead and let Slater do it. I know it's a full team effort. You're winning the battle with the traps now.
Right.
You're causing the turnovers. Now you got to start getting easy buckets. And it seems like if you set it up, Meadowcreek's offense has grown stagnant right now despite having the 1-point lead.
Right, they have, and like I said, the only person that can really score on the floor for the Meadowcreek team is Chaplin right now.
Hightower can score.
Hightower can score. They just haven't given it to him. He's been asking for it, but you know what, though? He's playing the big man role. He went to go set the high pick and tried to roll, just couldn't get it.
And we mentioned them not having three-point shooters. Whitlock, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, but they only took 3 attempts there in that first half, so they're not a heavy volume three-point shooting team. But sometimes you need that to open it up. There's a good press break right there. Critland to Whitlock. Whitlock, jab step, gives it over to Hightower. The pass was late. Hightower turns around, forces the shot up. No. Rebound ripped out of there, Miles Lemire, and a foul call, and let's see. It will be on Whitlock. Deshaun Whitlock picks up the foul. Deshaun Whitlock, excuse me. Second team foul for Meadowcreek. Here's Jeremy Roach. Roach looking to get the screen from Oduro. He hasn't used it quite yet, and good job of Nicholas defensively going on top of the screen. Here's Slater. Slater now hands it in the corner. He gets it back, going to feed it into the post. Caught it, but the pass was not clean. Oduro has to pick it up, spins it to the outside. A long 3, Latimer, no good. Rebound ripped down by Hightower. Hightower clears, now looks, he has to put it on the floor. Can't get the outlet away. Now he outlets it here to Nicholas. Nicholas crossing the timeline with 3 minutes to go. Gets below the foul line. The Whitlock pump fake, got them all in the air. Shot was still blocked, jump ball. Possession arrow, can't see it. It will go over to Paul the 6th.
And that's good defense by Josh Oduro. on that block.
Substitutions now. Robinson will come in, Keels will come in, and Brooks will come in
Wholesale substitution. Meadowcreek's going to stay where they at.
for the moment. Coach Gillian, though, stands up and looks down his bench. 11 total players for Meadowcreek. Kendrick Green, a young freshman down there on the bench, now trying to clap on and support. And the rest of the Meadowcreek bench goes with a defensive champ. Keels below the foul line, now hands it off. There's a drive. He's not there. Back out to Keels. Keels driving, mid-post, hard jump stop, high tower, good defense. Had everything from the floor to ceiling. Brooks, though, on the other side scores. Anthony Brooks, his first field goal. He has 4 points. (29-28), 1 point game. Now the lead beginning to sway back and forth for both squads. Chaplin has it. Nicholas gives it in. Nice pass. Tip out of bounds. Crittenden could not handle the high heat coming from Corey Hightower.
Look the other way. If he looks the other way, there's a guy open. Chaplin's open, and there's nobody over there in that area.
2:11 to go, 29-28. Collier will come in. Whitlock will take a seat. Hightower will go out. And Amir Kelly now returns in the third. Remember, he has 3 fouls coming in at the 2:11 mark.
Is it too early?
Got to learn how to play through foul trouble. Here's Latimer, and Hightower needed a blow. Chaplin, the only one that has not sat. A 3, Freeman, good. Josiah Freeman catches and fires and buries a 3 ball off of the left wing. Paul Fye has a 4-point lead, 32-28. 1:45 to go. Here's Crittenden. Crittenden in the middle of Chaplin. Jameer goes, duck that shoulder, offensive foul. Jameer capture. Chaplin with the offensive foul. Jameer Chaplin. He ducked that shoulder, went in there like he was Todd Gurley. 32-28.
When all he had to do was just shoot that jump.
90 seconds. 4-point lead for Paul VI. Low-scoring affair, but it's still been a very entertaining basketball game. An offensive foul call now on Joseph Freeman.
Paul VI is going to continue to ride that press.
It's been effective for them, though. Nicholas pass and a turnover.
I wish y'all could see this guy up here in this booth, man. He's got this look on his face. We just talk about things like unforced turnovers, games like this, when all you got to do is advance the ball. In that situation, all he had to do was pass it. The ball never had to hit the floor, y'all.
Get up and pass it to Collier. And it's not Meadowcreek, it's just basketball. It's a basketball play. Barry's talking about my reactions. But, I mean, the pass is there. Stop. Latimer floats good over the left block.
That's a good shot.
Miles Latimer. Yeah, it surely was. His second field goal. 34-28. The lead now has been pushed to 6.
They trapped the freshman Green, and like I said, almost got a turnover.
Yeah, Green is in now. Also in for the first time, Jalen Cole Williams for Meadowcreek. They're going to try to close out the quarter here and give his horses a blow, per se. Green has got him a hoop, a nice, pretty hoop. There's the trap again, riding him all the way across the timeline, and there's the whistle. Yeah, Brooks, you was riding him. Anthony Harris, excuse me, not Brooks. Harris was riding him.
But they're threatening to turn the ball over because as soon as they get the ball, they run to the sideline.
It's like a magnet.
Look, I always used to tell guys, stay between. You see the volleyball line?
Yeah,
stay between the volleyball lines.
Yep. Looking. Now it goes into the backcourt. Now here's Jalen Cole Williams. Under a minute, Cole Williams crossing the timeline with the right-hand dribble. And tripped. And a foul call on Trevor Keels. Now, defensively, you want to force him to the sideline.
Right.
But just because they're giving you that, it's that old drill where the defender has to beat you to the spot and turn him around. Well, you let him go, and then you come back to the middle.
The old zigzag drill.
Yeah. Inside on the inbound now to Jalen Cole Williams. 40 seconds. Meadowcreek trailing by 6 now. It has not been a good quarter for the Mustangs. Only 4 points here in this quarter.
I think Hill just got a pick and just got shaken up a little bit.
Kelly scores.
That's a good move.
His first field goal.
And I got to see a little bit more of that from Amari Kelly.
Across the timeline, here comes Keels. Keels gonna drive all the way. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Chaplin. Here comes Chaplin in transition. He's in the middle with the right hand dribble. Steps around, off the window. No, tip, follow, no. Rebound, whistle. On Amir Kelly, his 4th foul. Ooh. Not the way he wanted to get the 4th one, and it's a tough 4th one too. And Coach Curtis Gillian is having a conversation with the referee. He's not in agreement, and neither am I. Poor call. 8.3 seconds, and now a warning has been issued to Kurt Gillian, and the Napoleon Syndrome ref walks away. Slater now inbounds it, and here comes Slater quickly in the final 5 seconds. Slater attacking downhill below the free throw line. Slater goes in, and a foul call with 1.7 seconds.
Could have went both ways, because shoot that. You got to shoot that.
Chaplin picks up the field goal, the foul, excuse me, his 2nd. Team's 5th. First free throw, good by Brandon Slater. Slater with his first free throw of the day. Slater had a pair of threes back in that 2nd quarter. He now has 11 in the contest, and look at the lead. It's 35-30. 5-point lead, 6-point lead. Slater has been very good. I think I would ride Slater right now. Long heave. We are at the end of the 3rd quarter. We move to the 4th. It is Paul VI, 36. Meadowcreek, 30. The Tournament of Champions on SUV TV.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast.
Do my thing whenever I'm put on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
We welcome you back inside Wildcat Arena on the campus of Wheeler High School in Marietta, Georgia. You're watching the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Glad that you're with us. I'm joined by Barry Browner. I'm Joel Hilsman. Glad that you are with us on your mobile, your phone, your desktop, your laptop, or even if you use the right cable, the HDMI cable, on your TV, the SUV TV. Meadowcreek and Paul VI, 36-30, final 8 minutes. Meadowcreek in possession. They're in the Columbia blue with the white numbers, working on defense, and a foul called on Jeremy Roach. Roach will pick up his 2nd foul, and that'll be the Panthers' 4th foul. So let's set the lineups quickly for you. It is Harris, Keels, Oduro, Slater, and Roach, the 5 on the floor for the Paul VI Panthers. It is Chaplin, Nicholas, who's in possession of the basketball, Kendrick Green, Corey Hightower, and DeWitt Cridlin, the 5 on the floor for the Mustangs of Meadowcreek. Between the rings, and now gives it over to Hightower. Hightower holding just left of the key. Now he's going to drive. Bully ball down the lane. His shot up. No, it hit the rim. He got it, rebound, and put it back in. That's tough big boy basketball from Corey Hightower.
That's the way to stay with it by big Corey Hightower.
Harris hands it off to Roach. Low scoring affair, but it has not been a poorly contested game. It's been highly competitive. There's a drive all the way. Roach scoring. He was determined to go and score. Jeremy Roach now with 9 in the contest. No, make it 11. He's in double figures. Jumper. Corey Hightower knocks it in.
Free throw line extended by the big fella. Now Hightower's trying to get going. 4 quick points for him.
I'm okay with that because Kelly's got 4 fouls. The shot is up. Offensive foul called on Anthony Harris. 6:52 to go. Now here comes Miles Latimer. He'll be checking back in, the 6'4 senior. For Paul VI out of Fairfax, Virginia. Meadowcreek Mustangs, they are out of Norcross, Georgia.
Or as Migos say, no side.
NF. North.
North.
NAWF. Well, Fairfax, that's that DC area. You want to get on there and play on that beltway. That's some good street ball all the way up to Baltimore. Shot is up. No, Hightower took contact. Slater comes away with the rebound. Slater puts it on the floor. Slater with the right hand dribble there. He crosses the timeline. He's worked on by Chaplin. That's a good matchup. Latimer crosses over. Now here comes Keels, and Keels hit with a traveling violation.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. One thing I'm noticing from Meadowcreek, though, notice Corey Hightower get another quarter, 2 buckets, just try to get another bucket. Trying to get aggressive with Kelly out.
And trying to find a rhythm. And not putting it all on Jameer Chaplin. Chaplin, by the way, 14 points in the contest. He is the high man for Meadowcreek. 6:15 to go, 38-34. Hightower picked up the dribble. Now he's swallowed up by Odor. Slater came in, tipped the ball, and went off of Chaplin, a turnover, and now we're going to have a conversation.
I'm curious to see what that discussion is going to be.
They're going to change it.
And that's the right call, Joe.
Yes, I agree. It's actually right here in the overlook, as they technically call it, where we are, and it's coming right here in this direction. Inside, Chaplin, get that shot out of here. A foul call. Slater met him at the rim.
I don't know.
I'm going to leave it alone, Barry. I'm just going to leave it alone. It's going to be that way all day.
We can get that on replay.
Yeah, I think that's just good defense. Slater got there. Slater picks up the foul. That's his third. Chaplin at the free throw line. He is 0 of 2 on the day. Now he knocks that one in, makes his first free throw. He has 15 in the game, 38-35. They trail by 3. Kendrick Green gets his instructions from Coach Gilliam. Young freshman now going to get some solid fourth quarter minutes. Free throw, short, rebound, ripped out by Oduro. Oduro gets it up ahead. Here's Roach. Roach below the foul line. Euro stepping all the way. Ball was bothered, knocked away. Turnover by Jeremy Roach. 2 minutes gone, fourth quarter.
Another good, solid defensive possession by this Meadowcreek squad.
Have an opportunity now. It's a one-possession game. They can tie with a 3-ball. Green, the young freshman, now will be the trigger man against this press. Where's the press break at? Looks Nicholas is back on the floor with him. They're holding him, so he's going to inbound it, and that's going to be a holding foul. Yeah, he was holding him. Roach obviously was fouling him the whole way. That's one of those type deals when you're a quarterback and you see a receiver get held, you throw it, and that's exactly what Green did.
You're going to get the pass interference.
17 foul now. It'll be 1-1 and shooting free throws the remainder of the way on each foul for the Meadowcreek Mustangs.
Looks like Paul the Sixth trying to put the ball in Roach's hands a little bit. I would go to Slater, though. I balance that thing out just a little bit with Slater and Roach.
Here's Roach. Roach has it. First free throw from Nicholas, no good. He has struggled from the line here at the TOC. Second day of the Tournament of Champions. We're in the Wildcat Arena. Of course, games upstairs at the Doug Lipskin Arena, Doug Lipskin Gymnasium, here on the campus of Wheeler High School. Oh, nice little double tap dribble. Slater jumper, no good. Rebound. Critlin came in and another whistle. So we'll walk down here and shoot more free throws. We're going to be shooting free throws for the next month. He looked like a video game ref running down the court. Critlin going to the line. Let me stop talking about folks. I'm trying to behave. Coach Lou ain't here. I can't blame him no more. He started this, though.
Did he?
He did. I put everything on Lou. Free throw good on a 1-and-1 for Critlin. Now, I've been on the refs forever. It has not been a good year in Georgia for refs for you all in the D.C. area. They are aiming to be the worst. They are aiming to be worse than South Carolina. And I know they all have families and pay bills, but, I mean, what are you watching? 5:26 to go, 38-37. Double tap, spins it in the corner. Here's Latimer. Latimer now holds it. Now he puts it down. Latimer with the right-hand dribble. Green Worley working on him. That's freshman defense, and he's asking some more. And Roach goes down the lane, scoring. There's a whistle.
Count that? They're going to count it?
Count it.
And
the foul. Jeremy Roach, a nice drive.
Roach, man. Hey, Joe, Roach turns that corner, it's deadly.
I think he hasn't done enough of it in this contest, quite frankly. Free throw attempt coming up for Jeremy Roach. He currently is 5 of 5 on the day from the line. No good. Rebound to Hightower. Hightower swallows it up. He's had a solid start. Once again, Meadowcreek within one possession. It's 40-37. Picked up by Roach is Nicholas. He gives it over to Green. Green now worked on by Josiah Freeman. Out to Chaplin, who popped to the top. They swing it to the left wing to Nicholas. Nicholas going to drive with a left-hand dribble. Lost it. A turnover out of bounds. So Nicholas has done some fine things in the contest, but recently has had some turnovers, and his play has been questionable here the last 4, 5, 6 minutes.
And that's one of the things you said that Nicholas does great when he's dribbling the ball, but also over dribbles.
That feel of the basketball. Roach in the corner. Freeman catch, fire, a three. It is short. Rebound fell right into the hands of Jameer Chaplin. When do you come back with Amir Kelly now? There's Chaplin. Chaplin goes. He's at the top. He pulls it back between the rings with the right hand dribble. He gives it off to Nixon. And just as I say that, here comes Amir Kelly to the scorer's table. Here's Chaplin. Chaplin spins it over. There's Critland. Trying to get Hightower, but they're fronting him with Odor. Roach wanted to shoot the passing lane. Nicholas not clearing through and not giving space. Now he's got to come back to the corner. Nicholas, pump fake, jab step, 2 dribbles, step back right into the defense, did too much. Hightower now can't get the pass. They give it over to Critland. Not a good possession right now offensively for Meadowcreek. 4:05 to go, and now a foul call by Latimer on Latimer.
I don't know about that. I mean, you going to call that, you can call it double. I don't know if you call that.
It's a bailout defensively, though, because it meant the shot clock works offensively and defensively. So you're going to make Paul Fry play defense for a long time. They win that. That's a shot clock violation right there. But then the whistle.
I mean, they were battling in the
ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Rebound now, and here comes Harris. Harris gives it up to Slater. In the corner to Latimer, back to Slater. Slater now to Roach. Jab step one way and the other. Now Slater's going to take it and give it back out to Roach as we go under 4 minutes. Halfway gone and some change here in the fourth quarter. Try to go high-low. Ball was tipped. They're going to talk about it. It'll stay with Paul the sixth. Paul the sixth, as we mentioned, coming in at 5-2. Their losses this year to Oak Ridge, Florida, and the Findlay Prep out of Nevada. And, of course, they play in the WCAC conference. That's that 10-team Washington Catholic. 82.1 points per game. Defensively, they only allow Barry 62.5.
Good, solid defensive team. Rose tried to go to the basket, missed the layup, and now Meadowcreek's got the ball down 3.
They've had the possession a couple of times down 3 and not yet been able to dent the scoreboard. Try to go high-low, too high. Paul the sixth collapsing on defense. Here's Latimer. Latimer gets downhill now. He spins it and comes back across. They'll peel it back. Now Roach below the foul line, spins it over. Here comes Harris. Harris left his feet and a foul called on Nicholas.
Oh, man. Hey, now that's the bailout. That's the bailout.
And the pass hit the backside of the
what happened was
goal.
He got stuck.
He left his feet.
Yeah, I wish you could see a replay. I know we can't. But look, he got stuck. He got stuck on the baseline and threw the ball.
And hit the back of the backboard, which is a turnover. But that's the problem. Leaving your feet for the pass. You just should not do it. Basketball one-on-one. So here is Anthony Harris at the free throw line. Back iron, no good. Offensive rebound now for Paul the sixth.
And that's big by Paul the sixth.
Slater has it. Slater out of the triple threat, being worked on by Hightower, who is trying to send him right because he's a lefty. They dump it into Odor. Power dribble, moves in and shot up, no. Good defensive pressure there by Chaplin. Up and a jump ball call. Good call there. It will stay with Paul the sixth. We've seen solid defense both from Chaplin and from Hightower, realizing they have everything from the floor to the ceiling.
Right. 2 athletic guys that are able to change shots.
A timeout is called. It is called by Paul the sixth. We have not gotten word if it's a full or a 30. It will be a full with 2:49 to go. 40-37. We'll take it with him. You're watching TOC on SUV TV. StatRow. View youth sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit statrow.com to see some of the best high school hoop highlights. Joel Hillsman, Barry Browner back inside Wildcat Arena, 2:49 out of the Paul the 6 timeout. Slater has it underneath. Slater goes up, nothing there. Chaplin again, outstanding defense from the floor to the ceiling. A flop, and they called it. I was waiting to see if he was going to go for it, and he did. The ref allowed that flop to go. Brandon Slater, I'm not mad at you. The ref should not have called that. What a flop by Slater. Oh, boy.
Chaplin trying to get an explanation. I think that's Chaplin's 4. So now Chaplin's got 4, Kelly's got 4 with 2:40 left.
If you want to know what's wrong with the flop, is the refs go for it. And, man, did he sail that one. Oh, man, there's a drive all the way with the right hand. No, put back Oduro. Good on the offensive glass. His second field goal, Joshua Oduro. 42-37, a 5-point game. And Jeremy Roach has now fouled out of the contest. Jeremy Roach want an explanation. Did they say? I thought I heard they say 5 fouls, but no, obviously it didn't. I have him for 4. Free throw skips off, no good. And now the refs are having a discussion with the scores table. And now the ref is telling Coach Farello to hold them back. Yeah, see, I don't have him for 5. Now, I can't say because I'm not down there, but that's the discussion. That is the discussion, and Coach Gillian from Meadowcreek doesn't like it. The foul was charged to number 3.
Anthony Harris.
Harris has fouled out. So that's how many fouls they've called when they don't know who fouled out. And I had Harris for 3, so that means I missed one. So the night is over for Anthony Harris. He'll finish with 4 points in the contest. All right, so at the free throw line, Nicholas will get another one. It is good. Nicholas finally sticks a free throw in there. 42-38, 4-point game. Clock not running. The clock isn't moving. The clock is not moving. It's stuck on 2:19. The refs don't notice it. And the scores table is not paying it any attention. We have free basketball now for the last 20 seconds. The clock now begins to run. We got basketball free for about 13 seconds though. Spins out. Latimer, a 3-ball. In and out. No. Rebound comes down to Hightower. Hightower outlets it. We're coming up on 2:05 to go to Chaplin. Chaplin now picked up the dribble with the trap, and here comes Hightower. Hightower got Latimer in the air, so he spins it to the corner. Critlin, open. A 3. No. Hightower, offensive rebound. Back up. No. Rebound. Tip. Critlin recovers it now for Meadowcreek with 1:50 to go. And they trap him. Give it to Hightower. To a cutting Chaplin. Chaplin underneath. Off the window. A big boy move. He's being pushed by Trevor Keels. Jameer Chaplin has brought his hard hat lunch pail today. Play good basketball. It's 42-41, a 1-point game, 1:43 to go, Barry.
And that's a good play by Chaplin. Coach Gillian just took a 30-second timeout. Meadowcreek. Be interesting to see what part of 6 comes up with here. If I'm part of 6 though, I'm putting the ball in Roach's hands. I'm putting the ball in Slater's hands. I'm letting them go to the basket. Got 2 guys with 4 fouls of importance for this Meadowcreek squad.
Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine offers the specialized care to keep your superstar playing at the highest level. Find the location nearest you at choa.org/sportsmed. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Joel Hillsman, Barry Browner, glad that you're with us. 1-point ball game, 42-41. It's been low scoring, but it's been quite entertaining. Foul count is plus 19 now here in this second half. 1:43 to go, and now the timeout went from a 30 to a full, so we'll take a look at it. And Amir Kelly, hampered by foul trouble most of the way, he only has 4 points in the contest. Jameer Chaplin right now 12, 14, 15, 17 points, and that is the high man for Meadowcreek.
That's just what Chaplin do. They're gonna have to carry. Chaplin's gonna have to carry them for the next minute and 43. Corey Hightower will give him a little help too, though.
.143. 143. Paul the Sixth will have Latimer, Roach, Keel, Slater, and Odor. The 5 on the floor. Keels will quickly break it by Whitlock, Chaplin, Hightower, Critlin, and Nicholas. The 5 on the floor for Meadowcreek. Under 90 seconds. Here's Keels out at the top. Keels being worked on by Whitlock, and a foul call on Deshaun Whitlock. It'll be the 1-and-1 opportunity now, 123. Not necessarily a bad foul now because it is the 1-and-1.
Still a one-possession game, though, Joe.
Trevor Keels goes to the free throw line. His first free throw attempt of the day is good. He has 3 points.
Meadowcreek right here, plenty of time left. You don't have to come down and shoot the 3 ball. If he makes this, come down and get a bucket, play some good defense, which they're very, very capable of.
Both free throws are good. That pushes the lead now out to 3, 44-41. Here comes Nicholas across the timeline. There's the trap, skips it across to Whitlock. Whitlock's got an easy layup and scores.
Good catch by Whitlock. Good look by Nicholas.
44-43, 70 seconds. Here's Roach. Roach pushed off a little bit. Gillian wanted it. Coach Gillian now. 1 minute. 44. Paul Fye in possession. Meadowcreek 43 on defense. Here comes Roach. Roach now right at the key. Now he's going to go right at the lane. Up off the window. He left it short. Rebound offensively. No. Here comes Chaplin back this way. They've got numbers. The Mustangs are running. Chaplin dribbles all the way. Did not have his head up. Dribble right to the corner. Gives it to Hightower. Hightower turns. Left hand hook. Good. Corey Hightower. And the Mustangs have taken the lead. 45-44, 37 seconds. Back comes Keels for Paul the Sixth. And a timeout call by Coach Glenn Farrello. Corey Hightower. A big-time move. He has 8 in the game. That little lefty hook in the lane.
Check the replay. Look at the big fella going to work on the post. Hey, I think that's one of Meadowcreek's first lead in
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It was a little portion there in the first quarter and second quarter where they went back and forth. Meadowcreek actually led at the half as well.
32.2 left, 45-44. I'm bringing Amari Kelly back in the game.
And you got to realize now, in Paul Six's mind, they have a 35-second clock. So now if they sit on the ball right here and try for the last shot, no problem. I go with 10. Well, you know what? I go with 15. I go at 15.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Because if I have to foul, I know you can't advance the ball. I got to go full court, and then both teams are out of timeout. So yeah.
See,
I go at 15. No timeouts left either side.
And see, at this stage of the game, I'm not a big proponent of going towards the end. I'm going to go at, like you said, go at about 10, give myself an opportunity just in case.
45-44 as you see that instant TV, SUV TV instant replay of Hightower and that beautiful hook. All right, is it a Stat Row moment? Stat Row. You use sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit statrow.com to see some of the best high school hoop highlights. You might find this one on Stat Row. 30 seconds. Here's Keels. Keels with the right hand dribble. 25 on the clock. Ball knocked away. A foul call on Zamir Chaplin.
Oh, that's a tough way to pick up number 5 for Chaplin.
Chaplin now. Chaplin picks up his 5th foul.
Just trying to play some aggressive defense.
And that will end the night for him. 17 points. 23 and 9/10 seconds. Brandon Slater will go to the free throw line.
Interesting. Kelly's still on the bench. He brought in the freshman Green.
Green, yeah, he did. And that's the first time that Chaplin has had to come out of the ball game. Free throw, Slater. It's the 1-and-1. It's good. We're tied. Slater, 3 of 3 on the day from the line. He has 13 points.
So, Joe, they know the trap's coming. That's why they bring in Green, so they can have another ball handler in the game.
And you got to push it and you got to go now. No timeouts either way. 46-45. Final 20 seconds. Nichols Crosses the timeline with 18. Gets a screen from Hightower. Now dribbles to the corner. Nicholas all the way. Kicks it across. Good move. The freshman. Green. A corner three. Short. No. Rebound. Green got it back with 9. Green float. Missed. No offensive rebound. Hightower on a foul call. He was on his back. But I like the goals of Kendrick Green, the freshman. He was open and pulled that thing and then went out the board. 6.2 left.
What did I say? Precocious freshman, right? There we go.
And now Jeremy Roach has fouled out of the contest. He fouls out now. 15 points in the contest. Corey Hightower now, big boy at the free throw line. He has 8 points in the game, his first trip to the line. He gets 2. The first one is good. We're tied. Barry, I used to have a saying, free throws, free throws, free throws. Tie ball game, 6.2, no timeouts. Free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Keels. Keels with 4 seconds. Keels with 3. Keels with 2. Keels with 1. Keels shot at the buzzer. No. Free basketball. In the Tournament of Champions, overtime coming up next. 46-46, the TOC on SUV TV. Back inside Wildcat Arena as we get ready for overtime. 46-46 between Paul the Six Panthers and the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Joe Hilsman, Barry Browner, glad that you're with us. Paul the Six in possession. Your key people have fouled out. Jameer Chaplin, Jeremy Roach, and Anthony Harris. Paul the Six on offense. They have Latimer Odor, Josiah Freeman, Trevor Keels, and Brandon Slater, the 5 on the floor. It is Whitlock, Cridlin, Hightower, Kendrick Green, the young freshman, and Dequarius Nichols, the 5 on the floor for Meadowcreek. They're on defense. They're in the navy blue. 46-46.
Slater's trying to get the post up. He's got a mismatch down there against Nichols.
Hightower is the most height that they have on the floor. Keels drives up, no, fouled on the shot. He'll get 2.
Paul the Six, and I catch that matchup again with Slater and Nichols. I'm definitely going to try to pump it down there to him.
So at the free throw line now will be Trevor Keels. He hit 2 big clutch free throws there in that fourth quarter. His only 2 free throws of the day. Here's his third. It is no good.
Are you surprised that Amir Kelly's got 4 fouls, but are you surprised he's not in the game at this point?
I'm not. I think right now, and I think you brought the point out, Coach Gillian wants to have the multiple ball handlers on the floor. Second free throw is good. 47-46. We are in overtime in the Tournament of Champions on SUV TV. Glad that you're with us. He's Barry Browner. I'm Joel Hilsman. 3:13 to go. Here's Nichols across the timeline. He's worked on by Latimer. He gives it over to Corey Hightower. Hightower hesitates, stops right at the lane, now gives it back. Pump fake and drive all the way up off the window. Nicholas could not score. Slater swallows up the glass. Outlet to Freeman. Uh-oh, turnover. Was not ready for it, so Meadowcreek forces a turnover.
As soon as big fella gets the ball, some guards got to come back and get it from him and snatch it and take control.
Jameer Chaplin is supposed to be sitting down on the bench. He has not sat down since he fouled out. He has turned into the cheerleader now at the moment. He's had him a solid day, 17 points. Give it to Hightower, pass knocked away, out of bounds. Amir Kelly, as you mentioned, still sitting there. Kendrick Green, the young freshman, now having words. Now he's going to come in and be the trigger man, side out of bounds. And goes way deep into the backcourt to Nicholas. And turns and coaches to the coaching staff. Coach Gillian really wants something to happen. Looks like the horn set. Yep, will be a horn set offense here now. And Green goes deep into this corner. They run the action. Here comes Whitlock. Whitlock going to hesitate. Not there. Picked up the dribble. Cross court. Nicholas open. A three. No. Rebound. Keels. Outlet. The Slater. Slater. Right side. Across. Layup. Freeman good. That's the way you run a break. Josiah Freeman. His first field goal here in the second, or first 2-point field goal. 3-point lead now.
Good finish by Freeman. And Meadowcreek's got to get a bucket right here.
They do, and they've had some good looks. Had a good look near the end of regulation, had a good look there, just have not gone down. 2 minutes, halfway gone here in overtime, 49-46. Paul the sixth with the lead. There's a dribble. Critland stops now. He's going to float it. Shot is up. Badly missed. No, he chased down his own rebound but couldn't get away. Odor gets it. They get it. Spin it up ahead. Here's Latimer. Latimer over to Slater. Slater, they play pitch and catch on the break. Up, no, and a foul call. He'll get 2. 1:47 to go. Overtime may not have been what Meadowcreek wanted. Paul the sixth in control.
And see, this is what you miss when you miss a guy like Chaplin. This is where you put the ball in his hands, put the team on the back, and let him ride it out.
Chaplin has fouled out. Now they're going to go to the bench. Here comes Jalen Cole Williams, who's cold, and no Amir Kelly again. As far as we know, he has 4 fouls.
I think it's 4 fouls.
Yeah.
I just think he's trying to
Emmanuel
figure
Collier
out.
checks in too.
I just think he's trying to figure out this guard matchup situation.
Latimer makes the free throw. He's 3 of 3 on the day. He'll get 1 more.
Meadowcreek doesn't shoot the 3-ball well too, so I also think that comes into play. Their best 3-point shooter on the floor is probably Corey Hightower.
Yeah, probably so. And after that, Chaplin, and he's fouled out. Here's Nicholas. Nicholas into the forecourt. One way and the other, goes around the screen. There's a hesitation, now bounces it back out. Whitlock, a 3-ball, in and out, no. Rebound to Latimer. A lid on the basket in the overtime. The missed free throw near the end by Hightower is beaming brightly now. 80 seconds. There's a hesitation by Slater. Slater now gives it over to Keels. Keels puts it on the floor and foul by Jalen Cole Williams. Coach Curtis Gillian doesn't like it. He turns up and looks at the scoreboard. Sees that it's 51-46.
5-point lead. 2-possession game at this point.
Free throw, no good. From Keels. So Keels now 1 of 3 in this overtime from the line, 3 of 5 in the contest. He has 5 points.
Still plenty of time for Meadowcreek at 1:15 left. Even if he makes this free throw, which he does. 6-point lead, 1:14 and counting.
That's 3 trips, man, without the long ball. Catch, top side, a 3. Hightower off the rim. No, Slater goes up and gets another board. He's got to be nearing 10. They give it up to Slater. Paul the sixth has taken over. They've kind of flexed their muscle here in the overtime. And a timeout called by Coach Glenn Farello. He's upset, very upset. It will be a full timeout called with 52 and 3/10 seconds. 52-46. Paul the sixth with the lead. Stat Row. View youth sports highlights whenever, wherever. Visit statrow.com to see some of the best high school hoops highlights. And also brought to you by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Sports medicine offers the specialized care to keep your superstar playing at the highest level. Find the location nearest you at choa.org/sportsmed. 52 and 3/10 seconds, 52-46. Paul the sixth, the Panthers looking to extend their winning streak now to 3 games. They currently come in riding a 2-game winning streak. They're 5-2 on the season. And they have, of course, 2 more games here at the Tournament of Champions, and then they go home and they get into that conference play in the WCAC. 52.3, inbound to Slater. He catches it near the timeline. Now gives it over to Keels. They're going to play keep away from him because now they've got the foul. So they spin it over to the right side, looking, and now they just play keep away. Isn't it amazing at the end of the day, when you need a foul, you can't get one from the refs?
Right.
38 and 6 seconds.
When you wasn't trying to give one, you get one.
Yeah. Emmanuel Collar will check back in. Excuse me, to the Odor family. Couldn't get it out. Joshua Odor will be stepping to the free throw line after we clean up the wet spot there on the floor. Check it. That'll be Slater going to the free throw line. I've been pleased with Brandon Slater today. 14 points. Quiet 14 points. Effective, though. And he's got several rebounds on top of that. Free throw is good from Slater.
He's a guy that's undervalued on this Paul the 6.
Very much so. Like, he is a senior, and he's showing his senior leadership. At the half, he had a board. So he's probably got 6 or 7 now total in the game. Second free throw. Good. 2 big free throws, push it out to 8-point lead. Meadowcreek yet to score in overtime. Nichols drives and scores, and a quick timeout call. They get their first overtime bucket at 31 and 5/10 seconds. Full day of the Tournament of Champions here on SUV TV. Glad that you were with us. This is game number 1. We got started at 1:30 today. And Barrett Browner is going to be with us. We will be with you all day. Joel Hilton, Barrett Browner. We are in overtime. Our next game coming up will also be from the state of Virginia. It'll be the John Marshall Justices taking on the Miller Grove, Georgia Wolverines. 10 to 12 minutes after this one starts. Rest of the lineup tonight, it'll be Lower Richland and Pebblebrook, and then we get into the evening session, Wheeler Pace Academy, Shiloh Oak Ridge, and Miami Christian and McEachern. So all of that coming up today here from the Tournament of Champions, the showcase games, here inside Wildcat Arena. So Keels will inbound it with 31 and 5/10 seconds. Long lead pass up to Slater. Whitlock spins off of him, and a beautiful move by Slater. Couldn't get the finish. He got the follow. Brandon Slater. A fine day and an 8-point lead, and overtime was too much. All Paul the 6 needed was 4 extra minutes, and they made good work out of it. There's a 3 to Whit Critlin with a 3. 56-51. They're trying to give the foul, and they do with 10 and 2/10 seconds.
I think the Meadowcreek they're gonna run out of time, but I'm curious to know exactly what happened. I'm looking at the bench. Looking at Amari Kelly, not sure if he fouled. I don't think he fouled out. I think we had him for 4 fouls. We didn't see him any at the overtime period.
Well, you didn't see him any down the stretch of the fourth quarter.
That's true.
He picked up what we think was that 4th foul. Maybe a little cheap one, but he picked it up. Free throw good by Latimer. He's standing up there and just swishing free throws. He's 3 of 3 in the overtime, 5 of 5 in the contest.
Yeah, one thing that this Paul the 6 team's done, they've knocked down free throws at crucial moments in the ball game.
Free throw, good. Very much so. Pass tip. Hightower comes away with it, shovels it over. There's Critlin. He's going to pull another 3. Banked it. No. Rebound Odor. He'll give it to Keels, and that will be the contest. And Paul, the 6, will escape. They improve to 6 and 2. They have a 3-game winning streak with a 58-51 victory over the Meadowcreek Mustangs. Coming up next, it is John Marshall taking on Miller Grove. Let me give you some quick numbers right there. Jeremy Roach, I said, had 15. 8 points for Trevor Keels. 4 for Anthony Harris. Let's take a look at Slater, and let me see here quickly. 10, 12, 14, 18 points from Brandon Slater. He was very solid. And then Miles Latimer had 8 points off the bench, along with Josiah Freeman, who had 5 for Paul the 6. Taking a look quickly at Meadowcreek, 17 points for Jameer Chaplin. Amir Kelly, yeah, he only had 4 points, Barry. 5 points from Deshaun Whitlock. Corey Hightower, he had 10. DeQuarius Nichols, 2, 3, 5, 6 points. And then Critlin, 3, 5, 7 points. So 17 points, the high for Meadowcreek from Jameer Chaplin. 18 points, the high from Paul Six for Brandon Slater. All right, we'll be back with you here in just a moment. Miller Grove, John Marshall, next, the TOC on SUV TV.